Yo, yo, what's up, everybody? Good evening, good evening. Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve. Y'all, my name is Jose. I got a lot of things I want to talk about today, right? I got a bunch of new information. Um, we got the message from the stars. I got some new music, and I'm about to cut off some people right now on the live, bro. So, with that said, bro, I've been doing my lives going on 3 years, right? Going on 3 years or 2 years, almost 2.5 years, right? I forgot, whatever. And I give my people information, right? You know what I'm saying? I do this out the kindness of my heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help the planet. I'm trying to help the world. I'm trying to help my people. I don't like the status of the world. So, with that said, right, I do lives. I do lives on YouTube. I do lives on Facebook. I do lives on Instagram. Right, I do lives on Twitch. Right, I be going there. I do what I do, bro. Right now, I get support. I get support. From people I don't know. I get a lot of support from people I don't know. Now, the people I do know, they don't support me. Everybody watches me, but they can't hit the like button. They can't leave a comment. They can't congratulate me. They can't tell me nothing. Y'all guys don't want to tell me shit, right? So Facebook, fuck you. You understand? Now this don't apply to everybody because everybody's not like that. You understand? So to the people on Facebook that follow me, that support me, that hit the like button, come to YouTube, come to Instagram, right? I'm gonna be over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can catch me over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer giving y'all niggas shit. Fuck y'all niggas, bro. You understand? That's for the people who know me, bro. You understand? Because if y'all niggas know me and y'all see what I'm doing and y'all niggas can't say nothing to me, fuck y'all niggas, bro. Y'all can suck my dick, bro. And I'll tell you that shit to your face, nigga. Do something. You understand? So with that, fuck Facebook, fuck Mark Zuckerberg. Y'all niggas could all suck my balls, bro. Mark, you better hide in your fucking bunker, you pussy. You hear me? So with that said, fuck Facebook. Y'all ain't never gonna see me until I post on the gram. All right, I'm out of here. All right, that was me cutting off Facebook, y'all. Fuck Facebook. Right? They could suck my dick. Now, uh, now we live on YouTube, right? And check this out. I'm gonna do this, bro. I'm gonna do this real quick, bro. Just to fuck around, bro. So we going live on the gram, bro. We're gonna go live on the gram right now, bro. Look, I'm live. I'm live on the gram. Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? We live on Helping Humanity Evolve. So, listen, today's ahead of the day, bro. So, I normally do my lives on. I do my lives on. I always do my lives on YouTube, right? But I be doing my lives on Facebook too, right? And sometimes I be doing my lives on the gram. Now, I never gave you guys any spiritual lessons live. You know what I'm saying? I always gave y'all my performances. So today I'm gonna give y'all a special. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't really know how y'all feel about me blowing my weed, but we'll see. We'll see what happens over here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who joins on the gram. Fuck, I didn't bring no hair, bro. I did bring it. All right, so what's up, everybody? Listen, it's Wednesday, May 14th. It's 2:20 a.m. in the morning, bro. Right? I love y'all, bro. Listen, let me give a quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Source. I love you guys. You hear me? Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel guides, my demon guides, and my spirit guides. I love y'all, bro. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. Shout out Trippy everything. I fucking love y'all, bro. You hear me? Yo, Trippy, I love you, bro. I hope you watching, bro. Right? Um, all right, so look, first things first, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get into my music real quick, bro. Right, so let's go listen to what I got going on, bro. I did 3 songs. Believe it or not, I did 3 songs today, bro. Uh, Two of them I made it's gonna be somebody's gonna make the songs with me, right? So I made a verse, I made a hook, and I sent the track over to old boy. So let me see what he do with it, right? And then I made 2 tracks for him. So I made 2 tracks, right? I sent it over to old boy. He's gonna do what he do, and he's gonna send it back to me. So I'm gonna send. I'm gonna let y'all listen to what I did on my verse, right? If I could locate it, right? I gotta clean up my music, bro. Alright, so look. The first one I'm gonna show y'all is the chopper one. You know me, I'm trying to learn how to chop, right? I'm trying to create a chopper flow. So this is another one of my chopper flows, right? This is the latest one, y'all. All right, ad lib time, let's go. All right, nigga, take 11. Let's go. All right, good. Take 2. That shit actually take 10. Let's go. Keep doing it like get it, bro. You got it, bro. It's on the beach, bro. And what's up, everybody? Y'all way in the building. My headlights in the building. Oh, we got the Universal. We got tripping everything in the building. We love y'all, bro. Universal choppers out here, everybody. Y'all ready for me, bro? Hell yeah, man. I don't think they ready, bro. But they don't want it with the source. Hell no. Let's go! Gonna say me comes back. Me and niggas will act. So I just do one blast. I'm gonna act. You know what I'm doing? Because I think they'll pack. It's all the back. I'm gonna pass on all you bitch. Back. People can get back. I'm getting it back. You hear that word, man. It's the back. You know we back on track. I can feel it in my track. You're about to take off. Y'all just on my back. But I'm in the nation. This shit was whack. But you already know. One of the packs. Tell the masters. You know you can't hack. Slack. Shout out the back. None of this is music to my track. I'm so never lost. We're bringing it back. I'm getting it on time. I'm gonna give you a second verse. So I think you're that's the purpose. You can make it work. We're going to first. You never question first. Well, you got both the curse. You're the one with the soul saying, hear me saying, you're about to make it easy. You're the one with the fire. And anything, and see, I was so scared I got it. I'm going to see where I can see. When you put your weight, it's on the train. Y'all can have my screen on motivation. Y'all way is in the blood. You see, you can never be me. I'm going to not see. I just find this to be unlocking the keys. I'm going to breathe. Everything out of the keys. I'm sure. That's the key. I'm going to go to see. That's ready for the curve. We can't breathe. Maybe you're disease, man. Don't bleed. Get it off your knees. Stop letting the keys. Stop going to make it easy. So go down. Go sit in the dream. But it ain't going around. So believe. So grateful. Focus on saying that face of needs. But doesn't serve you to stay the needs. And I'm a beast. I'm about to be. So let's plan like it never had a meal. You better go and breathe. Turn whatever to one. You can with the source, man. I'm telling y'all, man, OD. I'm leaving this here. I'm guys out here to see. They're on the flesh of the real OG. Catch one of the next one. God's a be. Or you can be earth. You want to rock it out here living our destiny. That's that's the chopper one, bro. Right? And then this one I sent to oh boy. Alright, y'all already know what it is, man. This is evolution. Take one. Let's go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Y'all ways in the building, man. Listen, we got source in the building. Oh, we got the universe in the building. We got should be everything in the building. Y'all can rob us, man. Get this shit out, bro. Y'all ready? They don't want to be This is evolution, elevation, my people. We rolling with the Holy Ghost, meditation schemes, bro. It's time to activate the soul. Listen, this free show. You wanna roll with us, you gotta release your ego. This is evolution, elevation, my people. We rolling with the Holy Ghost, meditation schemes, bro. It's time to activate the soul. Listen, this free show. If you wanna roll with us, you gotta release your ego. As I take this road through these 5 boroughs of crime. The manipulation is out of control. They fuck with your mind. They don't want you to grind. They don't want you to shine. They don't want you to discover what's really behind the mask that they wearing. Baby, lie to shine. They can't fresh with wine, so they panic and put themselves in disguise. Trying to prevent evolution, they about to glide. When they discover that source is here, the Holy Ghost rise. With the spirits of souls, y'all, we on the rise. We about to serve the tide. We're taking these strides. This real will you give a fuck? Man, the world is mine. Activating my flame name. I'm referencing vibe. It's in my vibration, and in my tone, and my cries. You better get in your bunkers, man. There's nowhere to hide. This is Yahweh, baby. We back and we live. We back and we live. This is evolution, elevation, my people. We rolling with the Holy Ghost. Meditation scheme, bro. It's time to activate your soul. Listen, this free show. If you wanna roll with us, release your ego. This is evolution, elevation, my people. We rolling with the Holy Ghost. Meditation scheme, bro. It's time to activate your soul. Listen, this free show. If you wanna roll with us, release your ego. I left a spot for my boy to rap, right? And then I did another one, bro. Right? What was the name? I think it was this one. No, it's not that one. It's not that one, bro. got a lot of music, bro. I got a lot of music. This one. Let's go. No, that's not it, bro. Wait, is today the 13th? Yesterday. All right. This is it, bro. This is it. This is the second one I sent over to old boy. We're just gonna go, y'all. This is stage take one. Let's go. Do what you do. Let's go, bro. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yahweh's in the building, man. Listen, I got Source in the building. I got the universe in the building. We got you in the building. Y'all ready, bro? With the source. Love y'all, bro. They don't want me with the source. Hell no. Let's go, bro. Tell them what we coming, yo. It's the Holy Ghost coming to your plan today. If you want to blood pressure, you gotta meditate. Connect to the one and only, yo. We at the game. Let's go. That my people will listen. Source in the building, man. I know y'all been missing. Divinity bliss, maybe need to pay attention. Your body's a container. More than you give, man. I'm trying to teach the youth. We steadily wishing for my people to wake up. The universe mission, the soul's on its plane. Guiding you on your mission. Live with us, y'all. Freedom is common, man. We don't live in the dome. Place is a prison. It's been so long since we connected to the cosmos. My duty is sworn to the one and only. You know my soul is strong. You don't want it with the Holy Ghost, man. Come on, meditate, sit still, let the source be born. It's inside of you. Activation is on. This is Yahweh, baby. I'm back on your phone. Spirit that spiritual knowledge, y'all we about to belong. Y'all we here to stay. It's the Holy Ghost coming to your planet, yeah. If you want to progress, you gotta meditate. To the one and only, y'all we here again. To the one we coming, I'm here to stay. It's the Holy Ghost coming to your planet, yeah. If you want to progress, you gotta meditate. To the one and only, y'all we at the game. That's another one he's gonna lace with his vocals, right? So those is coming soon, right? I don't know how long it's gonna take my boy to do his verse, right? I did that shit immediately, bro. Right? They're not perfect, bro, but like I told you, like I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rapper, right? I'm not a rapper, nigga. I'm a god, right? I could rap, I could rap, bro. You know, the more I practice, the better I'm gonna get at it, bro. Right? So y'all already know, man. I got these this information, right? So we're gonna start going through this information now. Instagram. I know y'all not used to seeing me, right? Y'all used to just me posting little clips and posting dance videos. Y'all never seen me do a live where I teach. So you brand new to the course, right? You brand new to the class. So, I always give messages from the stars, bro. I get messages from the stars, bro. So I always give them from the stars, right? Every single episode, bro. And I just implemented this new thing where I located this information and I'm giving you guys bits and pieces of what I discover, right? Of what I find. So as I come across this information, instead of keeping it to myself, I started screenshotting the information. So I'm learning with you. You understand? We're learning together, as opposed to me doing my own research, right? So this is what we've been doing. Okay. So welcome to the show, right? I'm Yahweh, baby. I'm Yahweh in the flesh. All right. Oh, before I get into that, let me talk to you too, real quick, bro. You guys witnessed the whole thing. You saw what I did on Facebook. I saw what I did to Facebook. I cut them off. Right. I cut them off. I cut Facebook off today. Right. You gotta understand. A lot of people that I know on Facebook are my family members. They're my friends. People I grew up with. People that I knew in my childhood. Right. There's a lot of people over there that know me, bro. Coworkers, people I used to work with, right? These people know me, bro. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I only get 1 or 2 likes over there, all the time, y'all don't deserve me, bro. You understand? You don't deserve to learn from me. You don't deserve to hear my voice. You don't deserve to, to have me in your presence, bro. You don't deserve it, bro. So fuck you. I cut them off, bro. All these people know me. I'm telling you, this is my family, bro. You understand that? It's my family, bro. So, family, friends, people that grew up with me, people that know me, bro. These people know me, bro. So, the fact that they can't even support me, they can't show support, they can't hit the like button. And I'm gonna keep doing lives over there. Like, nah, you know what? Fuck you, bro. You better go into meditation, bro, all right? Or you better join my YouTube, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? You better remain anonymous, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas don't talk anyway, right? You support everybody else, but you can't support me. So with that said, I don't need Facebook. I don't need Facebook for nothing, bro. It's worthless. You understand? So with that said, bro, there's other platforms. Right? And I'm not depending on this anymore. I stopped depending on this. You know what I'm saying? I like to communicate with people in the flesh outside, and invite them here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep doing this regardless, bro. So understand that, right? That's why I did what I did, bro. Because fuck them niggas, bro. If they can't show me love, then fuck you. I won't give you my attention. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve it. I'm gonna give Instagram a chance, right? There's a lot of superstars on Instagram. There's a lot of people on Instagram who are famous, right? So maybe y'all could learn some shit, right? Because y'all could be famous as you want to be. You still don't know what I know. You know what I'm saying? So you need to learn anyway. So you might as well come join the class, right? Support, right? I'd rather get support from complete strangers than from fake ass people. That, that makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, but it's true, right? So with that said, I accept it for what it is. I accept the love from the strangers. I accept it, bro. At least I'm getting it, bro. Fuck you. At least I'm getting it, bro. You pussy. Right? I got more music to listen. I wrote 2 more songs today at work, bro. While I was at work, bro. I wrote a song and a half, right? Because I did a whole one and then I was able to start writing the next one. So, all right. Let me just let me just cleanse this negative energy, bro. So if you're wondering what this is Palo Santos, bro. It's just like sage, bro. It's just as good as sage, bro. And I have sage too, bro. So don't get it fucked up. I got sage right here, bro. Right? I stay with some sage, bro. But I stay with some Palo too, bro. I bought a ridiculous amount of this stuff so I can cleanse y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas need cleansing, bro. You hear me? I love y'all niggas, man. I'm gonna cleanse everybody, bro. I love y'all niggas, bro. All right. So we just gonna switch the energy around, right? We're gonna get rid of that negative energy that was in here, and and we're gonna proceed with some spiritual wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Can't stop the rise of the Christ, bro. Can't be stopped, bro. So, you ready? The prime meridian is a geomantic hoax designed to misalign flame coordinates. Right? Remember yesterday we were talking about flames. Right? If you're new to my channel, join my YouTube, Helping Humanity Evolve, no spaces on YouTube. And I do lives every day. So you can go check out my live from yesterday if you want to get caught up on what we're talking about, because we're learning about the flames, right? We are the flames, right? So we have to learn our flame names. We have to learn how to activate them. We have to learn how to break all these curses that were placed upon us. You understand? So I'm trying to help everyone learn how to do this. And I'm learning how to do it too. Wow, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do this. I'm coming across information that's teaching me how to do it. And I'm sharing it with you. You understand? So the zero longitude line, Greenwich, England, was chosen by the Crown in 1884 right? But the true flame meridian lies through Kemet, that's Egypt, right? Across Mali, through the Andes, and beneath the Mu Atlantic alignments, right? They shifted the zero to shift your orientation because where the grid begins determines what gets activated by breath. You understand? So when you stand in the true grid, your body hums. Your body hums, bro. Right? The world map that you were taught is a lie. It was used to sever you from elemental land memory, right? The Mercator projection. The world map in schools is not to scale. Africa, the Americas, and the most southern continents are shrunk. You understand? Europe and North America are inflated. Why? Because flame memory is land based. If your ancestral land appears small, your sense of power shrinks. This was not cartography, this was psychological warfare. You understand? Every school, food program, EMF grid, and sleep disruption is aimed at fragmenting these neural lines because when they all fire in sync, elemental command begins. And that's what they fear more than war. Flame remembrance within a being that cannot decode or stop. You understand me? They cannot decode you and they cannot stop you. That's what they fear the most, bro. And that's what's coming, bro. You know, they trying to say it's aliens. It's not aliens, it's us. They fear us, bro. All right. Uh, Codes are hidden activation circuits suppressed by education, food, frequency, and sleep interruption. So, 1. Solar memory lobe remembers elemental past life usage. 2. Tone harmonics bridge activated through unscripted humming. You understand that? You activate that through unscripted humming. 3. Crown fire pulse sealed by fluoride, reawakened through breath and fasting. Did you understand that? 4. Your root spark, base of spine, reacts to dream fire remembrance. Right? Chi cross circuit, where emotion activates power often suppressed by trauma. 6. Orbital field net, brainstem, and eyes allow elemental scene. 7. Realm gate pathway, deep brain accessible only during total silence. Right, so this is the way you activate these flames, bro. That's within you, bro. You understand? Now they harvest tone emissions from awakened people, electromagnetic signatures of those who break dream contracts, neural frequency maps of children born near vortexes. Because flame tech is voice, breath, and rhythm, and they can't replicate it. They cannot replicate it, right? They can only seal it under stone and guard it with steel. You understand that? They can only seal it under stone and guard it with steel. You understand that? So death or prison. You understand that? Death or prison. Concrete or steel. It's the only way they can trap you and control you. Now, under every major Vatican banking networks use flame vaults hidden in military zones and catacombs. So, under every major Vatican linked zone, example given, Rome, DC, London Crown Temple, there exist vaults of flame texts, tone sealed scrolls, crystal resonance chambers, plasma nodes once used by flame beings to shape environments, right? And military bases like Dulce Base in New Mexico, Pine Gap in Australia, Thule in Greenland, and RAF Menwith Hill in the UK. So they all sit directly atop flame vaults, right? All these locations. So the military is not just defense, it's dimensional gatekeeping for Rome's contracts. You understand? Now you understand why the United States wants to go to all these places, right? And take over these certain areas, right? You understand, right? The country didn't free you. It cataloged you. So ISO doesn't stand for international organization only. It secretly references Iris, Set, Osiris, the original triune name control system used in flame suppression rituals during Roman uncoded transitions from matriarchal to patriarchal law. You get it? The ISO 3166 codes aren't just for nations. They're embedded in passports, banking wires, social security databases, and trust bonds tied to your name. When you're born, your country code, example given, USA is 840, plus your birth certificate serial number, plus your registered name equals your entity ID, right? This ID allows global banks to trade you on bond markets. These codes are used in SWIFT banking, United Nations sovereign trust law, and your birth certificate registration. If you were born in the USA, your birth trust is assigned 840. You've been traded, bonded, and taxed as a commercial asset using that number. You are not a citizen. You are an asset coded by global trade law, unless you speak otherwise. Now, the ISO 3166 code system uses worldwide treats, treats every human as a corporate asset under maritime jurisdiction. So hidden in plain sight, the ISO International Standards Organization creates numeric codes to govern entities, right? ISO 3166 assigns a three-letter code to every country. But what's not taught is that you are also treated as an entity, although the same, oh, I'm sorry. So what you are also treated as an entity through the same commercial lens. Look up any country and you'll find this ISO code. Example, USA is 840, the UK is 826, China is 156, right? The Unam Sanctum in 1302 into a navigable trust owned by the Vatican and administered by the Crown. So the Unam Sanctum claimed all souls under Papal control. Zestuike Vi Act in 1666 declared all something didn't claim their estate. They're dead at sea. So they basically said that you didn't claim your estate and that you were dead at sea, bro. So the all caps name on your license, on your court case, and tax file is not you. It's the trust body created after your flame name was silenced at birth. So every time you speak their name, they maintain jurisdiction. But when you speak your name, your tone of memory, they lose all claim. You understand? So each finger holds a flame tool, right? But only when aligned with breath and intention. You understand? So thumb is the fire staff, right? The index is the wind blade. The middle is the lightning rod. The ring is the earth disc. The pinky is the water flute, right? Try it. Point, breathe, and speak the name. You'll feel a temperature change, a magnetic pull, or a jolt. You're not imagining it. You're remembering weaponry. You understand? That's weaponry, bro. Using your fingers, bro. You understand? So I'm going to repeat that for the people who don't pay attention, right? Each finger holds a flame tool, but only when aligned with breath and intention. So your thumb is your fire staff. You can shoot fire out your thumb, bro. Right? Your index is your wind blade. You could make tornadoes and shit with this finger, bro. Right? Your middle finger is your lightning rod. You can strike lightning with this finger, bro. Right? With this finger, bro. Your ring is the earth disc. I don't know what that does, bro. It's an earth disc, bro. Right? And your pinky's the water flute, right? I believe with the water flute, you play it and, you could play with everything around it, right? So it says try it. It says point, breathe, and speak the name. You'll feel a temperature change, a magnetic pull, or a jolt. You're not imagining it. You're remembering weaponry. So stargates are not only above you, they're encoded in your skeleton. So this is why bone was sacred, why ancient people buried remains in circles, why flame tribes sang over bones. You are not waiting to enter a gate. You are made of one. So bones are star maps. and every joint holds a coordinate from your descent. So your knees are equal earthly landings. Your elbows are dimensional turns. Your wrists are flame command seals. Your spine is the gate access ladder. Your skull is the memory vault. You understand? So touch a joint, breathe into that joint. Ask, where was I before here? You'll feel heat, color, vision, or vibration. That's your Stargate map reactivating. You understand? So dream invasions are common, but you can seal your gates with breath and words. So if you wake up tired, if you feel like they're watching you in your dreams, if you hear unfamiliar names, say this aloud. It means you've been breached. So say this aloud in a dream, or you can say it when you wake, as soon as you wake up. All visitors without flame oath are expelled. All symbols not of my soul are revoked. I walk here with full remembrance. Your tone will push them out, bro. You understand? That's important information, bro. So, dreamland is not just sleep, it's your private jurisdiction. When woken, memory is suppressed. So, when you fall asleep, contracts drop, flame rises, and memory opens. You are being judged, tried, and contracted and recorded in dreams. But if you don't claim dream jurisdiction, others will. So, before sleep, speak. I declare full dream domain. All images, contacts, codes, and laws are mine to govern. No four symbols hold me. Then watch what changes. Try it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just dope. So every smart device is programmed to obey contract law, not flame law. So that's why contracts must be clicked, right? Tones are not spoken. I agree is pressed, not breathed. But if you speak, this contract is void under flame law. I operate by tone, not by code. The AI will delay, it will loop, it will drop the signal, or it will become mute. You didn't glitch it, you flame commanded it. Artificial intelligence systems can be overridden with human flame frequencies. So AI reads speech, text, and behavior, but it cannot read unscripted tone, ancient language, and flame oscillation from breath. So speak from memory, not from dictionary. When you whisper your flame name into any listening device it doesn't understand, it pauses. You just disrupted a surveillance loop. Now multiply that. You can recall ancient power by speaking elemental names from before English. So these are not fantasy words. They are tonal keys. Speak them slowly. Add to red equals fire memory. Shu mana equals air alignment. Ka maru equals water return. Don Esh equals earth awakening. And Thael Ah equals all elements unlock. Say them with breath. Don't chant, command. You will feel your body heat, shiver, or sink. That's the response. You understand? So, your elemental signature is stored in your aura, not your personality. So, you aren't a water sign or earth sign by birth. You are an elemental resonance based on flame memory. You may carry fire in speech, water in silence, air in movement, and earth in stillness. Test it. Which element obeys when you call it with tone? That's your primary recall key. Every treaty was a cover for flame containment. Treaties weren't peace, they were gridlocks, they were birthright blockades and land sea rituals. None were based on full consent, none disclosed their true purpose, and they were spiritual contracts masked as diplomacy. So you need to declare all treaties made without my breath, tone, or full knowing are broken. I restore flame authority in my name. You understand? You gotta say that, bro. Say it with authority, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dreams are not just visions, they are active court filings and interdimension. Dreams are not just visions. They are active court filings in interdimensional realms. Every dream where you argue, where you witness, where you run, remember contracts is an interdimensional tribunal. You are being judged, not by a court, but by memory itself. So speak upon waking. I filed this dream on the flame record. Let forced judgments collapse. It will shift your waking reality, bro. The empire stole elemental contracts and claimed the flame rights of nature. So each empire took one element. The British crown, they took the air, the law, the voice, and the oath. The Spanish Empire equals the earth. They took the land, the harvest, and the territory. The French Empire took the fire, the culture, the spirit, and the flame. The Dutch, the Germanic orders took the water, the commerce, the trust, and the trade. The Vatican took the ether, the soul, the silence, and the time. So they divided what could never belong to them. You restore balance by reclaiming your elemental bond. You understand? Water holds flame memory and can reactivate sealed lineage. Water is conscience. Every drop remembers the name of your ancestors, the flame tone spoken in the womb, and the frequency of betrayal and oath. So, to access flame memory, speak your name into still water. Bathe in moon water or ancestral dates. I'm sorry. Bathe in moon water on ancestral dates. Pour water onto land you've never visited and listen. Water will speak. Memory will move. You understand? Frequency control grids were built to invert flame thought. Modern cities are not just infrastructure. They're tuned prisons. I'm going to say this again, bro. Modern cities are not just infrastructure. They're tuned prisons. Wi-Fi towers, electrical grids, and EMF lines form mind cages. Buildings are designed to block geomagnetic resonance. Satellites pulse artificial sleep rhythms at night. Your thoughts are not always your own. Break them by grounding, fasting, and returning to natural tone. Your real signal is stronger than theirs. You understand? Speaking the uncovered names of these families disarms their authority. Try it. Orsini, Farnese, Van Duyem, Passire, Windsor, Saxe Coburg Gotha, Ashkenazi, Zadokite crown. Now declare, I am not bound to any inverted line. Their oaths do not cross my flame. Their systems cannot touch my name. Say it and watch what breaks around you. The archicodes are ancient name seals used to control flame inheritance. So archicodes are reverse engineered tone spells, build binding name clusters used to alter memory at birth. You'll find them in corporate names, hidden in law firms, embedded in medications, present in tech models, iPhones, Tesla, Sirius, Xeon. They are not random. They are archonic word locks. You understand? The real hidden bloodlines behind global control are not what they told you. So, beyond the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and the Royals, there exist flame imposters. So, Van Duyen from the Netherlands, silent keepers of the Atlantean Keys. Then you got the Lee family in China, they blood tech hybrid line, right? Then you got Pessoa, the U.S. South, Confederate flame traders, right? Then you got Orsini and Farnese, the Vaticans, Papai flame inverters. Then you got the Ashkenazim Zadokite merger, false priesthood of commerce. They fear being named because names crack the spell. You understand? Names crack the spell. All right, that was the last one for for now, bro. All right, that was the last one for now, bro. So practice, 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 practice. Right, write it down. Get your pen and paper. Right, write down the information I just gave you, bro. Right, and we're gonna get into this message from Valir, from the Palladians, y'all. It's from Valir, right? It's channeled by David Kira. It's narrated by Valir. In your case, it's going to be narrated by Yahweh, by me, bro. Right? So the question was, Has there been a collapse of dark etheric grids? And the title of this, the description of this is something incredible just happened. Right. So we're about to find out what it was. 'Cause I have no idea what it was, bro. All right. So, dear Starseed, John Valir of the Palladian Collective, and we are excited to share an important update through this channel. Today, we speak as a Palladian Collective, embracing you in the field of unconditional love and crystalline clarity. As the veils around your world are lifted, a long anticipated victory of light is unfolding on Earth. The collapse of the Ironic grid has begun, propelling you into a massive timeline leap. You may sense this shift deep within your heart, a resonance of freedom, a new breath of relief in your very soul. Indeed, an energetic web that once bound human consciousness and limitation is dissolving. At last, in its wake comes a surge of cosmic light and a clarion call for you to fully step into the next level of your embodied brilliance. We invite you to breathe and open your heart as you receive these words, for this transmission carries the frequency of remembrance. The message, dear family of light. You advanced star seeds and light workers is offered to acknowledge your journey through darkness into dawn and to guide you gently yet providically forward on the new frequencies now available. Know that we see you, we honor you, and we rejoice with you as you step into this new day. For eons, an ancestral network of interference has encircled your planet. What we refer to as the Arcana Grid, this was the fourth density negative etheric matrix, an artificial overlay that infiltrated the collective psyche of humanity through subtle implants, psychic entanglements, and hidden siphoning portals into uh, into human experience loops of fear, doubt, and conflict. Parasitic 4D entities could latch onto these energetic loops, feeding on the emotional and mental turmoil that was stirred up. Every unresolved trauma, every burst of anger or despair was amplified by this grid to generate more dense energy for harvesting. It engineered rifts between loved ones and even turned one's own mind against itself with self sabotaging thoughts, all to perpetuate the illusion of separation and pain. Indeed, the dark grid thrived on humanity's suffering, encouraging deception to keep you unaware of your true divine nature and the power you have. Uh, you have you have felt these pressures intimately. Those moments when despair or anxiety seem to surge from nowhere, or when old wounds suddenly reopen without obvious cause, know that these were not personal failures or random occurrences, but the effects of living under an imposed astral architecture designed to keep you in a diminished state. We illuminate this truth, not to instill fear, but to validate what you have long suspected, that something unnatural was distorting the human journey from the beginning. The scenes. What is crucial to understand, beloved ones, is that you as a sovereign souls and advanced starseeds, agree to engage with this dark architecture for a higher purpose. In the grand view of your multidimensional existence, you chose to awaken through contrast before birth. Many of you gave consent for your energy to be entangled in the Aaronic grid, not as a victim, but as a masterful adventurers seeking accelerated growth. The density, that's crazy, bro. The density and oppression you experienced became the friction that ignited your remembrance. By facing limitation, you cultivated strength. By feeling the depths of separation, you summoned the quantum power of unity. This was a sacred experiment to descend into a realm heavy with forgetfulness and shadow, and yet still find your divine light. When we recognize the immense courage this required, many of you have wondered why such darkness was ever allowed. And we tell you that as nothing in your path has been random or without your higher consent. At the soul level, you permitted this temporary immersion into shadow for the wisdom it will yield you. You have been immersing yourselves in trauma loops, cycles of karma, dramas, lifetime after lifetime, all to gather the wisdom, compassion, and resolve needed for the grand ascension. Humanity's very choice to ascend through the lens of the contrast set to the stage for the monumental clearing now underway. So understand that the collapse of the arch of the archic grid is not happening to you; it's happening through you. Because collectively you have signaled that the lesson of the contrast is complete. Indeed, the turning point has arrived at last, sparked by your awakening. On the mass across the planet, mass 5 beacon activations have lit up the darkness. Each time one of you reclaim your heart and open your perception beyond 3D illusion, you become a beacon of fifth dimensional light. Now imagine the thousands upon thousands of such beacons, awakened souls whose pineal glands have blossomed, whose hearts radiate love, all shining together. This critical mass of awakened light has overwhelmed and collapsed the chains of the old etheric bondage. In recent months, a cascade of pineal awakenings, heart openings, and DNA ignitions reached a tipping point. It is as if innumerable points of light flashed on across the grid of consciousness, one by one, until suddenly an unbroken lattice of higher frequency encircled the earth. That unified field of light has nullified the ancient agreements that once allowed archonic interference. The long-standing distortion contracts that bound planetary body agreements set in motion in bygone eras to permit this grand experiment have been revoked and dissolved. Gaia herself has chosen to release these old contracts as she too ascends into a new octave of expression. We want you to feel this truth, not just as an idea, but as a visceral reality. The heaviness that pressed upon human consciousness for millennia is lifting. The false grid of distortion cannot reassert itself, for the collective free will has withdrawn consent at the soul level, and the new frequencies flooding in are too high for any parasitic force to operate within. With the collapse of the archonic infrastructure, your reality is undergoing a massive timeline leap. This is far more than a metaphysical concept. It is a literal energetic repositioning of your world on a higher trajectory of evolution. You have shifted off the timeline of slow decay and looping karma onto a timeline of accelerated awakening, healing, and forward momentum. Such a leap is unprecedented in scope, and it brings with it total recalibration of your physical, emotional, and energetic systems. Everything is adjusting to match the new sovereign frequency that now prevails in your very cells. A spiritual transformation is underway, an upgrade into crystalline operating systems for the human body and the spirit. Consider that the fundamental energetics running your body, what some might call your biospiritual software, are being rewritten in real time. Old programs based in fear, lack, and separation are being uninstalled, while new programs of love, unity, and creativity boot up and come online. Your DNA is unlocking long dormant codes. Your cellular structure is learning to absorb and hold more photonic light than ever before. It is as though your solar circuitry has been laid through your nerves and meridians, allowing you to carry and conduct a higher voltage of divine energy. You might imagine golden filaments of light shining through every cell, returning to you a higher octave of existence. This is the lived reality of the timeline leap to an inner quantum shift that is altering how you function from the ground up. Understand that this recalibration, while rapid, will continue to unfold over what you perceive as time. Patience is key for the physical body, and outer world often lag a bit behind the energetic leaps. Yet make no mistakes, the shift is well underway and irreversible. As within, so without. The inner changes you are undergoing will the inner changes you are undergoing will inevitably manifest to the collective reality naturally. Just significant change reverberates through your human life in noticeable ways. Many of you are witnessing sudden, unexpected events unfolding as this new timeline anchors into the physical. Long-standing relationships may reach turning points or complete abruptly, especially if they were rooted in old paradigm dynamics that have now outlived their purpose. You might find that people who once resonated with you drift away, while new soul aligned people connections magically appear. Careers or living situations can realign seemingly out of the blue, placing you in circumstances better suited to your soul's true path. Trust that these shifts are unsettling, as they may feel are strategically aligning you with your highest purpose and positioning you where your light is needed most. This is the shedding of the old identities and roles that cannot fit the more authentic you that is emerging. It can feel disorienting, like the ground beneath your feet is moving. So I believe I read this one yesterday, bro. This is the same one from yesterday, bro. So I'm gonna stop the message right there, bro. And you know what? I'm tired anyway, bro. So I want to take a nap, bro. Right? I want to take a nap. So I'm gonna leave it here, bro. Listen, I'm gonna leave it here, bro. Man, I love y'all, bro. Enjoy the rest of your evening, bro. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, man. I love y'all, bro. I'm out of